This year, I think our colettes, which are the flower sprout, the small kales on a Brussels sprout plant, are well. We always grow them. I think they're a fantastic veg. Brussels sprouts are also good, but again, you've got to try and net them, and then in the wind, you've got to stake them. So that's labour intensive. But I'd go for those two. I like a parsnip, although they can be a fickle seed. So it's always good to have fresh seeds as much as possible. And even if you can, it's a biennial. It's a 2-year crop, so you can always save your own seed and then grow it directly from there, which it might be easier. Mm-hmm. And this year was a good year for aubergines. I think it was the dry weather inside. So yeah, and I do like a nice purple colouring.
Yeah.
Even if the texture can be a bit spongy at times.
Yeah, they are lovely plants.
Yeah.
So I came to see your garden, I think it was last year. The years just blur into one, to be honest. And you had something that I haven't seen before, which I think you said was strawberry spinach.
Oh, strawberry spinach, yeah.
And I'd never come across that before. So what are you growing next year that is unusual that people might not have heard of?
Yeah, what are we growing next year? Strawberry spinach was it was a spinach leaf with a small red edible berry, which was nice. It was a good crop for the ground as well, to cover some of the ground up. It spreads a lot. So that was good. This year we're going to try sweet potatoes. You need quite a bit of heat for them, and we do have raised beds, which are brick, so they do retain heat in the night and in the day. Mm-hmm. Just keeping it watered, it's going to be the issue. So sweet potatoes, which are grown from slips, which is our first trial. What we'll do, to save costs as well, we'll buy sweet potato from the supermarket. We'll cut it in half, put it in a tray of water with a bag over it until you get, it's like chicken potato, you get shoots off. And then we'll carefully take the shoots off, put them in a bottle of water, wait for the shoots to develop, put all the roots, and then just plant them out then. So that's one of them. I've never grown sweet potato before because I was working in the north for quite a while. It's not quite the temperature.
You're banking on another hot summer, aren't you?
Or southeast summer will do, I think. We're going to do buttonhole kale, which is a small kale. It's ornamental as well. It's a kale plant, probably 25 centimetres across. You can get red varieties and white varieties. We're going to do that down decorative side and just cook the whole. When you harvest it, you cook the whole thing. So that's a good one. Looks really nice. We're going to redo pipichi, which is Mexican coriander, which is it's fantastic with fish, and it's a great smell around the garden as well. So if people are going to grow coriander, maybe they can grow pipichi as well and see the difference. That it's a lot hardier than coriander, and I think it's more flavoursome as well, and you get some nice small purple bell-like flowers on it.
Can you save the seed from that?
You should be able to save the, you should be able to save the seed on that, and we're going to save it. We saved some this year. We're going to save some next year as well. See and compare the two. And the last one is another herb, which is Huaycatai, which is Peruvian marigold. It's a big plant, can grow about 4 foot tall. It attracts insects, and it's also used as a herb, again for fish. And it was typically used in Peru. And I first came across that when I was in South America for a period of time. So some of the planting that I do, I try and mimic some places I've seen or lived. So that's that one. Yeah.
Cool.
So they should be good.
Yeah. Oh, I'll definitely have to come along to the open day next year.
Yeah. I think they're having 3 next year. So,
are you? Okay.
So we'll let you know. We'll put you on the guest list.
Thank you. What I will do when I come next time is steer clear of your angry bees, because that's what I was going to come on to next, which was you keeping bees in the kitchen garden. Yeah. And you did have one hive, I think, last year that was particularly angry, but the others seemed all right. So can you just explain briefly what sort of role they play in the garden and what drew you to including them?
Well, the bees have moved.
Right.
Just because of one of the hive was aggressive, which it benefits the bees as well, because if you're going to have a lot of pests in there, like wasps, or you've got the Asian hornet that's been seen in Dungeness now, sometimes an aggressive hive will protect itself even from wax moth or mice as well. So it has moved, but to move it, to move all the hives, you've got to move them over 3 miles away for several weeks, then moving to a place where you want to go, otherwise they'll constantly go back to the original hive. So they're currently in Rye, which is local. And then we've set a new apiary up in a field, which is a bit more away from the estate for visitors, because there are horses around there as well, and bees are notorious for not liking horses. Bananas, horses, dark blue. That's the main things for bees. Dark blue. Well, blue, I think it's because they see more in the UV spectrum. So a lot of flowers will have if you put them under black light, then they'll glow, which is what the bees see. And dark blue is definitely they're their main part of the spectrum. So if you're dark blue, they'll be attracted to you. You might get a bit annoyed that you're a person, not a flower. Wow. Bananas release, I think it's an enzyme, but it releases the same scent as an attack scent when bees originally protect themselves. So if you have a banana briefly before opening the hives up, then they might sense that, they might smell it, and they might start attacking, thinking that the bee's already attacked. And horses in general, no one knows why there's a dislike of bees and horses, but we do have horses on where we work, and they did use the original apiary area as a bit of a run through before they turned down the field, so that probably aggravated them some more. So we've moved into a non-horse field, and they'll be moved back, I think, next week or very early New Year. It depends. They're asleep at the moment. We've put some. We've given them some organic feed to last them over winter, and they should be nice and happy then. We opened them up the other day, and they seem very happy where they are. So it's a bit of a shame they're going to move again.
Oh yeah.
Bees are a vital part. Pollination in general. There's a lot of fields where we are with crops that need pollinated, and also a lot of our the veg plants around. So they're vital.
Bees are really important in James's garden, and we did talk about them more, but I thought I'd save that for another day. So a huge thanks to James for his time and his expertise. He's a really thoughtful and talented gardener, and it's lovely to get his views. I'll try and dig out some photos of the garden where James works as well and put them on my social media channels so you can see the sheer size of it. And speaking of which, don't forget that you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook, where I'm Roots and All, and Instagram, where I'm Roots and All Pod. And if you don't follow me there, you won't have seen that lovely listener Jo has volunteered to interview me for an upcoming AMA episode. So if you have a question you'd like her to ask me, please email it to podcast@rootsandall.co.uk. And don't hold back, feel free to ask me anything. I'd like to say thank you to my new Patreon subscribers, and thanks to you for listening, and I'll catch you next Tuesday.